Hey there, 7th graders. Mr. Riedel here. Just wanted to give you the rundown of the week's expectations and what you need to do. So, we only got 2 weeks remaining, so please, if you have any missing work, please try and get that in by next Wednesday. Or if you want to retake a test, get those done by next week too, so I can get all that stuff in the gradebook for you guys, because it is the end of your semester with me. Because after next week, you will be moving on to a different class, and I won't see you until January. So just get that stuff in. If you've got questions, let me know. Excuse me, fighting a little bit of a cold here. Anyways, so in OneNote, you're going to see your notes right here. It is a reading. We are going to do this together in class. And for those of you that miss class, I'm going to put out a video for you guys to follow along with and do your annotations right here inside of this document here. Okay, and then so you can follow along with that if you're not in class. Otherwise, in class we go through this together. This activity that I want you to do after we get done reading it, this is going to be on your own. We won't have time in class. Is to answer questions 1 through 6 and then fill out this as best you can. Okay, we'll revisit this next week. This second portion, but I do want you to give this your best shot, and we will talk about it a little bit in class as well. Okay, your graph analysis for this week is right here. Again, it's another different graph that I want you guys just trying to do. You've been doing a really good job with it, and I just want you to keep up the good work with it. All right. Second processing activity is a cell transport web quest. Actually, I shouldn't say second. This is your first processing activity. This is your second processing activity. And this week, I'm giving you the choice to do one or the other. One or the other. You do not have to do both. So the first one is a web quest. Okay, click on the link, answer these 4 questions, and move on to the next link and answer the next set of questions. Okay, you're going to go through that on your own and fill this out to the best of your ability, and that's what I'm going to grade. Or, if you want, we usually do this activity in class, but unfortunately, we don't have the time and we don't have enough contact with you guys. It takes too long between when I see you for 2 days and then you're off for a week and then I see you for another 2 days. It just takes way too long. So we can't do this. So Mrs. Gaunt went ahead and actually did this experiment at home. And what you need to do is watch these videos. There's 5 of them. Actually, there's 6 videos with an introduction. And then you need to watch the video introduction, record information from the video, watch the videos, and then you need to put in your observations, the masses, and the change. Just fill out this table, basically. Okay, so like I said, you can do one or the other. You are not set on just one. Okay, you don't have to do both. You can do one or the other. Either way is fine with me. Okay, and like I said, for these notes up here, those of you that are not in class, that if you're absent, you're going to have to watch this video that I'm going to post on here that's going to walk you through it. And then, so that's it for this week. If you guys have questions, please let me know. Wednesday, 9 to 10 a.m. Is a great time to get in touch with me. I'm having a fort building contest this week, so if you've got a fort and you think it's better than what I can build, show me, because I will be in my fort as well. I'm going to talk about last week's graph right now. So if you thought you did well with it, you have no questions, feel free to shut me off. Otherwise, here we go with it, last week's graph. So it says U.S. teens have mixed feelings about social media. And you can see right up here, 31% have mostly positive thoughts about social media, and this is all in percentages of the teens saying social media has mostly positive or negative effect on people their age. So 31% think it's mostly positive on people their age. 45% think it's neither positive nor negative, and 24% think it is mostly negative overall. Okay, so the main reasons for social media having a mostly negative effect. Okay, and you can see the breakdown here. Bullying and rumor spreading is the biggest problem that people think has a negative effect at 27%. It harms relationships, meaning that they don't have enough person-to-person contact. 17% of teens say that. Others, 15%, think that it's an unrealistic view of others' lives, meaning those influencers basically are giving you unrealistic goals and images of yourself. 14% think it causes too much of a distraction and can be addicting. 12% say there's a lot of peer pressure on there. 4% says it causes mental health problems. And 3% just say, you know what, it's just drama in general. And then 12% is a whole lot of other stuff. Okay. Verbatim responses have been coded into categories. Multiple responses were allowed based on a survey of 743 U.S. teens aged 13 to 17. And this was conducted in 2018. Okay, so what does it mean that teens have mixed feelings about social media? Well, basically, their mixed feeling is sometimes they're really happy with it and sometimes they really hate it, and that's what mixed feelings are. There's no one way that they feel about it. Okay, they still have it, but they don't necessarily always like it. They know there's problems with it. In the top of the graph, number 2, the top of the graph where the bar goes from green to orange to red is separated from the bar graph below. Write a sentence that describes what the green, orange, red bar tells you. So this green, orange, and red bar up here gives you a breakdown of all 743 U.S. teens that were surveyed. Okay, 31% of those teens thought it was mostly positive on social media. 45% thought it was, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's just I didn't really have a whole lot of strong feeling one way or the other. And then 24% of those 743 thought it was bad. Okay. Number 3, what do you think about social media? Would you be in the green, the orange, or the red? This I can't answer for you, boys and girls. This is entirely on you. I know from Mr. Riedel, I do have some social media, not a lot, but I would probably be over here in the red. Okay. Number 4, even though most of us like and use social media, we can probably agree there are some bad effects. Look at the graph with all the red bars, and what do the red bars show? Okay. So the red bars, that's these ones right here. They are showing, with these 24% over here, they're showing what percent of those respondents would be the reasons for their response of having it mostly negative. And I'm just going to pull this up on my phone right now. So if there are 24%, of 743 kids surveyed, that means about 178 kids. So this percentage right here accounts for about 178 kids. And of those 178 kids, this is the percentages that they feel are the biggest problems. Okay? The biggest problems they feel of this section right here. Number 5, what do you think are the worst negative effects of social media? Again, this is something you need to tell me. I can't answer that for you, but for me, what I see within middle schoolers, it's the bullying and rumor spreading and peer pressure and the mental health issues. Those are the ones I see and come in contact most with social media and students your age. For me personally, I think it would probably just be it causes distractions right here. Causes distractions in the addiction one. It's so easy just to jump on, social media and zone out from other people. So I think that would probably be my biggest main negative. Okay. Tell me something about the graph that is surprising or makes you mad, or something that you don't agree with. Again, this is totally 100% yours answer, but for me, the biggest surprise for me is that half of the respondents don't feel positive or negative. I think that's a lot of kids, teens, that know there's problems with it but still use it. So they're kind of wishy-washy about it. And this would be a lot more for me if they had to choose either positive or mostly negative instead of having such a middle ground here. But again, I want to hear what your thoughts are. So that's what I'm looking for. So that's it for this graph. That's it for this week. We'll see you guys in class. Have a good one.